Okay, attempt 3 as the camera does not seem to like me today. This is a quick video to show my solar energy setup. It's not a power generation setup, it's a power generation research setup. There's 2 panels on the roof. They do generate power, but that's not their main purpose. They're a research platform for me to try out new designs. The panels are fed through out that sharp. Actually I wonder where that shuffle had gone. Now I found it. The power from those panels comes through 3 cables. Yes, it's pitch black, I know. In the ceiling, for a hole that leaks a lot, and into this box here. There's the common and positive, negative from one panel, negative from the other. And they go into these 2 little circuits. These are ideal diodes, my own design, my own construction. They are currently undergoing testing, but all signs so far say they work fantastic. And I will be releasing, or I already have published a design to my website. These things are sweet. They are very, very simple to design and build. They're reliable. They've got a forward voltage drop of 0.04 volts. So, yep, that's better than anything you can get out of a Schottky. The maximum 20 amps from the panels is then sent through this 8 amp rated cable, which surprisingly has not given me any problems. Along here, ignore those circuit boards, they are completely unrelated to the solar. It's actually a timer for the garden lighting. And after a long trip through Spaghetti Junction, comes down into this thing. That is an MPPT module, power optimizer. It works, it could work better. One day I might go back and improve the firmware on it. But yeah, it does boost my power output by roughly 10-12%. So it's worth having. From there it goes through another ideal diode. This time it's an off of eBay one. That's actually not needed. It's just a safety measure, so if I short something out further up, it's not going to blow my MOSFETs out. And into this. This is my current pride charge controller, and a really good one too. It's currently showing that I'm getting 300 milliamps in, because it's too dark out there for the panels to work very well. It's not much there. It may look nice and sunny, but great big tree, great big house. So yeah, the panels actually aren't getting a lot of sunlight. They can hit 10 amps when it's got direct sunlight. It should be able to do 20 now the panels are both connected up, but my battery can't handle that much going into it. Where was I? Yes. 240 milliamps at the moment. 3 amps going out, which is, yep, what you'd expect at the moment. Now that is hooked up to 2 different load devices. One is a Litecoin miner. It's not actually generating a great deal of currency. It's a small miner. The object is not to make me rich, it's a test load. I had to make a few modifications to this one to allow it to run off an intermittent power source. I did a previous video on that, didn't I? Okay. The other load is garden lighting. It's actually, you can just see them here. The LED strip runs all through this big ivy bush, and that makes it glow from within. It looks very nice. And that's hooked up through 2 small circuit boards. That is a dark triggered switch, which is hooked up to a CDS cell on the roof, and that is a 4-hour automatic off timer. The only other things I've got here are a great big battery and a Raspberry Pi, which is not running off solar. that's serving primarily as a data logging device for the charge controller. Current in, current out, battery voltage, PWM, duty cycle, it all gets logged. It also does the management for the micro miner, and is linked by a directional antenna up there to the access point in the loft. Got some things lying around that are no longer used. And that's everything. See, it's not the most elegant of setups, but it does the job. It's let me test out my ideal diode. It works. It's let me test out my MPPT module. It works. Not perfectly, but it works. Tends to be a bit unstable at low power usage. And it's let me test out my charge controller. It works. So after I've made many revisions. All of this is now being published to my website. So if all goes to plan, I shall have what is basically a designs for an end-to-end solar power system. No need to buy these things off of Amazon. I don't want to disparage this particular one because I've not tried it. But really, you get something like this, you don't know what's in it. You don't know how it does battery management. You don't know what voltages it's set for. Where this, you know exactly what you're getting. It's yeah, oh, there's the pole with the sensor on top. A bit improvised in places, but it does do the job. And I expect to, within the next couple of days, have the design for that charge controller published. Yes, I am pleased.